welcome dear viewers to today's program. Today in our midst we have His Excellency Most Reverend Ivan Pereira, the Bishop of Jammu Srinagar Diocese. And today Bishop is visiting for the first time Shalom. And on behalf of Shalom family, I extend to you, dear Bishop, a most hearty welcome.
Thank you.
Dear Bishop, first of all, we like to hear from you something about your family background.
I shall be very happy to tell you about my family. Actually, I belong to a farmer cum carpenter's family. My parents were not much educated. We are 4 brothers and 1 sister. Though poor, and we have seen the poverty and experienced it from very close range, my parents helped me and my brothers and sisters to get educated, secular as well as religious education. And that is how I praise and thank God that poverty, that simplicity of the parents has helped me a lot. When I look back today, I really thank God for that simplicity of my parents and that poverty and the way parents got us involved in managing the affairs of the day-to-day affairs of the family was worth.
Dear Bishop, we like to know something about your vocation. The fact is that helped you and inspired you to go for priestly studies.
As a young boy, I never wanted to be a priest. After completing my class 10th, I started working and doing typing punching in Mumbai city. I used to go to church every day. I used to be altar server. By seeing that the priest and the sisters and the people around used to say that I will become priest. But to become a priest, that thought never touched my mind. Till in 1982, through the print media, I received my call. It happened that I was reading a magazine called Suvarta in Marathi. And there, the Diocese of Jammu Srinagar had given an advertise to come and join. The moment I read that ad, something passed through my body from head to toe. And there, the seed of vocation, the call was given to me to come and join the Diocese of Jammu Srinagar. And that is how I received my vocation.
Dear Bishop, can you tell us about some of your memorable experience by which you deepened your commitment as a missionary?
Yeah, I have a bundle of experiences as a priest. As you know, the life of priest is not that smooth. It is no more a cakewalk or a bed of roses. In spite of the best intentions that we may have it, we face lots of problems and difficulties and misunderstandings and sicknesses. But going beyond this, we know that even in the midst of problems and difficulties, God has been so good to me by being with me and supporting me. I have lots of opportunities to work in the state of Jammu Kashmir, which is filled with challenges. And during such working days in the state of Jammu Kashmir, I have experienced especially the grenade attacks. Thrice I escaped grenade attacks. Then twice I escaped bomb blasts. Once I was caught up in the earthquake that struck the Uri sector in 2005. We were in the midst of it.
Yeah.
Then once I was caught up in the snowfall. When second time I caught up in the snowfall for almost 48 hours. Then lately in 2014 September, I was stuck in the floods. We were in the 15 feet deep waters surrounded. So during all these things, when I was undergoing, when I am looking back on all those incidents, I experienced the hand of God guiding. When these things were happening, the Lord was guiding me how to go, what to do. And those incidents, though painful and fearful, have helped me to strengthen my faith in the Lord. They have helped me to tell that God is with me. And because of those experiences, today I am very much grown up in my faith which God has given to me. And perhaps because of that, I am ready to face any situations, any problems without fear or favor in the state of Jammu Kashmir. I have also been traveling in the state of Jammu Kashmir day and night, especially when I was appointed in Srinagar as principal Bonal School. I used to come down to Jammu and go back to Srinagar, especially at night, alone, traveling, driving, and still nothing happened, not even a scratch. And that only strengthened my faith in the Lord, that God is with me and He wants me to complete the work. And I thank God for these troubles and the problems and difficulties I faced, which I really cherished and which has really helped me to grow in my commitment and in my faith.
Bishop, let me ask you, your motto is Pax Nuncianza Est, peace through proclamation. To what extent are we able to implement this message contained in this motto in the context of the Diocese of Jammu Srinagar?
Yeah. First of all, let me tell you that my motto, peace through proclamation, is not a target to be achieved or a project to be implemented. It is the way to achieve peace. And I have chosen this motto of mine, keeping in mind the situation in which the state of Jammu Kashmir is, where the Diocese of Jammu Srinagar is located. The Diocese of Jammu Srinagar has lots of challenges. Challenges from nature, challenges from cross-border, challenges from within. We have challenges due to terrorism, fanaticism, and all these challenges are inviting the missionaries to convert them into opportunities and use them as your immediate strength or immediate chances. So that is where, when I was reflecting on the motto, I thought of combining the peace and the proclamation. Without proclaiming, the peace is not possible. And that is the reason I decided to take this motto of mine, that through the proclamation, we achieve the peace. And this is a daily process. We pray every day for the state, its officials, its leadership, its people, and the people who matter. And through these our daily prayers and penance and sacrifices, I am trying to walk the way of peace and reconcile the people. And I am absolutely sure that this proclamation, through various activities, pastoral and social, will enable the peace of God to reign in the hearts and minds of people.
Bishop, what message do you like to give to the viewers of Shalom regarding priesthood in these adverse situations or challenging situations of Jammu Kashmir?
Well, I would like to remind the viewers of Shalom that the occasions are born in and through the prayers, and they are nurtured in and through the prayers. Prayers of family members, prayers of community, prayers of us all. A priest is drawn from the community. I request all the viewers to continue to support the priest, especially the priests who are suffering, who are in difficult situations, but holding the flag of Christ high. And in turn, you will see each priest, whichever situations they are in, will walk the way the Christ has shown and preach the way.
Bishop, before you became bishop, you had been functioning as secretary and corporate manager and vicar general, etc. of the diocese. How far these offices and experience that came from these offices is helping you as bishop today?
After my ordination, within a year's time, till I was ordained bishop, I got various opportunities to shoulder the responsibility as secretary or the corporate manager, vicar general, or the director of various commissions in the diocesan level and also in the regional level. I had the beautiful opportunities to interact with the people, to conduct meeting, to animate the youth and the children and men's group and women's group. While doing so, it was very challenging task. Yet, as I was performing those ministries, I was getting trained into how to relate with the people, how to understand the different age group of people, the children, the youth, the men, the women. And while acting with them, while working with them, I got lots of opportunity to know the mind of these various age groups, especially the people of Jammu and Kashmir. And that gave me lots of patience. It made me approachable. So while working with these various groups of people, it was a very good experience for me. It was helping me to boost up my image. It was enabling me to excel my talents. Though I was undergoing a lot of pain, I used to burn midnight oil to execute various commissions. Yet, when I look back as a bishop, I really thank God because I think He was preparing me for this day to handle various issues, to handle various groups, to get into administration and to execute justice and to combine specially and unite the people of God, giving them love and respect, enabling them to come up in their lives.
Bishop, can you tell us how far the diocese has been able to contribute to the development of the state of Jammu Kashmir through educational as well as social work?
Well, the Diocese of Jammu Srinagar has not shied away from its social responsibilities, as it is catering to the pastoral needs side by side. It is venturing out and reaching out to the people in need. And to meet the educational needs, the diocese and also along with various congregations has opened 36 schools in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. And most of the schools are in remote areas, where through our schools, we are trying to give them a value education, all-round education, helping the masses of Jammu and Kashmir to come up. Because this state of Jammu Kashmir is neglected in the field of education. Though we cannot take up the whole responsibility of educating the people, for education is the subject of the state, yet we as Christians have come forward in assisting the masses of Jammu and Kashmir in education. And not only in education, but we also have the hospitals and health centers where we reach out to the people, to the mobile clinics, assisting them and restoring to their physical health. Side by side, we too have got various social projects wherein we have the people brought together. We have leadership training program, capacity building program. We have got a self-help group. We have various seminars conducted in the village level, regional level, assisting the people from all the walks of life to empower them to come up in their lives and thus to help them to know the talents that they have got and the way they can progress. So along with that, we also have got some training programs with the help of Don Bosco's School of Training, and we are sending them to various places for the training as well as to assist them in getting the jobs. So that way they are coming up socially also and economically also.
How is the church trying to sustain and enrich the faith life of the people of Jammu Kashmir?
Well, let me tell you that the Christians, the Catholics especially of Jammu Kashmir, are second and third generation Christians. So when we look at their faith, it's not as deep as we have in South. They lag very much behind. So the church is trying to educate them through catechetical classes. We have regular catechism for children, for youth, and for the adults. Through this catechism, we try to bring to their knowledge what the scripture is, what the church is, and how the church has grown. We also communicate to them the church traditions so that they may grow in the gift of faith. Side by side, we also have the proclamation and evangelization. We not only remain with our Catholics, but also we reach out to the people through our schools, through our social works.
Bishop, what are your dreams or projects you have for the people of Jammu Kashmir?
Keeping in mind my motto, peace through proclamation, first and foremost, I want to strengthen my clergy and the religious who are working there, and also the catechists, the religious teachers. If we have strong, committed and convinced clergy, religious men and women, and the catechists, we can work wonders. So my first priority has been to keep the clergy not only united, but to assist them to grow in their priesthood, to help the religious men and women to live up to their charism, and to use the catechist to reach out to various people. Second, my priority is to reach out to virgin places. As we know, Jammu and Kashmir has got 22 civil districts. We are just in around 11 civil districts. Our presence is there. So 50% of the Jammu Kashmir is left out. So my second priority is to reach out one by one to these new areas, to go among the people with the message of God's love, to reach out to them through our education, through our social work, and assist them to grow. My third priority, which will be along with the second priority, is to care for so many of our brothers who are getting addicted to alcohol and drugs, so that church, in whichever way is possible, may help them to recover and their families will be assisted. Side by side, I also will be working for the street children and differently abled children, to care for them and give them a service which at present they are not able to get.
Bishop, your predecessors, two of them bishops were Malayalis, namely late Bishop Hippolytus Kundangal, OFM Cap, and late Bishop Peter Celestin, OFM Cap. How far their activities, their plans and visions executed helped you to develop the church in Jammu Kashmir?
The Church of Jammu Kashmir is grateful to both the bishops, Bishop Hippolytus and Bishop Peter. Both were from Kerala. Especially Bishop Hippolytus, without even language, he took the charge of the diocese, and he is the one who expanded the diocese. When he was a prefect apostolic, then the church was not developed. But after becoming the bishop, he spent a lot of time in reaching out to various areas. If whatever is there in the diocese today, the credit goes to Bishop Hippolytus Kunungal, who spent his last moment praying and expanding the diocese. After him, Bishop Peter Celestin took over the charge of the diocese for 16 years, and he carried forward the work of Bishop Hippolytus, and he consolidated and expanded the diocese further. And that is why today the Diocese of Jammu Srinagar, the clergy, the religious and the faithful are very, very grateful to these two great souls who have contributed their might. And I, as their successor, I am trying my best to carry out their vision and spread the mission of Christ, so that
Bishop, there is a vocation crisis everywhere, and vocation is diminishing. What are the main causes of this crisis? Secondly, what is your proposal for tiding over this crisis?
you are right to say that occasions are going down in many, many places. One of the reasons could be the nucleus family, but the main reason is that we are failing to nurture the occasions. When you look at the past, the way our parents have nurtured the occasion was worth praising. But the modern parents are not doing that nurturing aspect of the occasion in their families. Plus, the media also is playing a very, very negative role, so to say, in diminishing the occasion. because children are getting attracted towards new things, and that is where their desire is not strengthened. So the way out could be that each family should begin to nurture vocations. That parents should put before the children the role models, even the priest and religious. Youth should have the role models before them. And I want each family to practice the Christian value system. I am sure the Lord, who is the giver of vocation, will ensure that our young boys and girls come forward and serve the church in the world today.
Bishop, we believe that there is a political as well as social disturbance in Jammu Kashmir. Can you spell out your ways and means through which the church can help to reduce this tension?
Well, first of all, let me acknowledge that church all through these years has been working in the state of Jammu Kashmir, has seen from very close range the way the people have struggled, suffered. But one thing is sure, they have never troubled the Christian missionaries or the people. We have been always protected and supported by the government and the people of the land. You call them the Hindus or Muslims, wherever they are. They have been so cooperative. And in our interaction with these people of the land, we have come to know that they want peace. And peace is possible when there is a political will. So, first and foremost, the political will should be created. The fights that are there, they should be brought to discussion table to address the issues. Thirdly, for the economic empowerment, the youth should be empowered, educated, and trained to stand on their own. Fourth, the proper infrastructure should be built, which is being done at a very fast speed, but it should reach the nooks and corners of Jammu and Kashmir. And the most important is that people should come together, like-minded people should come together and to work for the peace, to identify the elements which are keeping us apart, because of which we fight for sometimes no reasons. Come together, discuss, and iron out the issues. I am sure by God's grace and our efforts, peace and development can be ensured in the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
As a personal message, what do you like to give to the Shalom viewers?
I, as a bishop, request all the members of the Shalom family and all the viewers to be in touch with the Lord, the source of our strength. I request you to aim at being spiritually self-fulfilled, is that God may be always walk before you to show you the way, that He may be behind you to protect you from all the ills and harms of life, that He may walk by your side as your friend, that He may be over you to bless you today and days ahead. Have a good day.
We thank you, dear Bishop, for your kind visit and your inspiring message. Thank you so much.
Welcome.